Today's lesson is to provide a conclusion that follows from and reflects on the narrated experiences or events. And all that means is that the conclusion makes sense to the story. What I'm going to start with is we're going to talk about some different ways you can have a conclusion. And conclusions are tough because each story is going to be different. So you learn every time you write a story how to write a different conclusion. Some of the examples that I'm going to show you are from a website called Bright Hub that had some lesson plans, and I thought these were pretty good examples to show different techniques for effective conclusion. And they all go along with the same shark story. So number one is a lesson learned. I guess I should have listened to my mom when she said don't smear blood on your legs and swim with sharks. That's the lesson that the character learns in the story. Number two, you could end with an action. As the shark came closer, I corralled the obese adolescent, shoved him in the predator's path, and swam like heck to safety. Number three, dialogue. The angry parent cornered me and yelled, "You killed my son." I responded, "No, ma'am, that shark killed your son." Number four, you could end with an emotion. The horrified parents looked on as the shark chewed their son's knee cartilage. I drove away, relieved that it wasn't me. Then there's the drawstring conclusion. I glanced over and noticed Franklin had a smirk on his face. He had done the same thing during a shark attack in New Zealand. We have held a secret respect for each other ever since. Then there's the surprise ending. I opened the newspaper and read mass murderer eaten by shark. I couldn't believe that 12-year-old was a mass murderer. It looks like I'm a hero. And finally, you could end with a quotation. Remember, you don't have to be faster than the shark, you just have to be faster than the person you're swimming with. I have some additional tips too on how to write a conclusion. When I was in high school and college, I would write just long enough to fulfill the assignment requirements. If a teacher tells you 5 pages, you include a bunch of rambling on until you hit that 5 pages. But what you should learn is that you need to read through your rough draft, find the place where the story actually ends, and then stop. Anything after that is completely unnecessary. Also, before writing the conclusion, reread your intro. Often an effective conclusion brings the reader full circle by tying together something that happened at the beginning. For revising a rough draft, analyze which method you're going to use for concluding and determine if another method might be more successful. And then writing more than one conclusion will help ensure that you have one that is really good. So what I'm going to have you guys do is you're going to write 2 different conclusions using 2 different methods from this list. And in groups of 3 or 4, you'll analyze which one is better for your story. So I wrote 3 different conclusions for my story. And I'm going to have you guys help me choose which one you think is best. Or maybe I want to combine some of them. So the first one is the lesson learned. I realized that all along the cat had been saving me. Call it coincidence or fate, but I knew now that black cats didn't always mean bad luck. I could end with action. I picked up the cat and buried my face in its smoky fur. It had no collar attached to its neck, and as it began to purr, I thought that if no one comes to claim the cat, maybe my parents would let me keep it. I could use a good luck charm. And then finally, oops, I spelled dialogue. I could end with dialogue. Where did that cat come from? My mom asked, eyeing the fur ball clutched in my arms. Wherever it came from, we're lucky it found us, my dad added. I smiled. Lucky, a great name. I smiled at both of them and then hugged Lucky some more. And here, I should probably take out a smile. So then I'm going to look at all 3 and decide which one I like best. I like the naming part of this one. I like the lesson learned, so I might combine some of those to make an even better conclusion.